in Lorton, Virginia. We'd like to welcome you aboard Amtrak's Autotrain. This is train number 53, service to Sanford, Florida. On behalf of your entire crew, we'd like to welcome everyone boarding with us here today. If I could please have everyone's attention for just a couple of minutes, I'll be giving you all the information you'll be needing regarding all services aboard tonight's train.
This noise here is a big part of why I couldn't sleep last time, because it's really loud. It sounds like somebody knocking on the door. It's just from the rough tracks up at this part, up above South Carolina. So I just got back from dinner and it was very good. It was some kind of beef medallion, a baked potato with butter and sour cream, some really good fried veggies, or not fried, steamed. I don't even know what they were. There were some zucchinis and carrots and beans and something else. And then some cheesecake for dessert and some rolls. Really good coffee. I'm stuffed. It was delicious. We've got a little continental breakfast in the morning from 7 to 8. And we're getting in the station like 8:30, so that'll be perfect. I'll just get up, be ready to go in the morning. So they've made my bed up here, converted the room while I was at dinner. And you can see it's just the two lounges, fully extended. They give you sheets, they give you a blanket, and that's about it. So here's all the room you have to you know, do anything. Trust me, you want to get ready, get in your room, and just stay here. You know, do your bathroom thing before dinner and relax. So I'm going to turn in. Luckily, I've got Benadryl left. That'll really help me zonk out. The tracks here, we've passed the North-South Carolina border a little while ago. They're already getting a lot smoother. Through the North Carolina and Virginia passages, this whole thing's just rocking side to side. I mean, I was having trouble just keeping my iPad on my lap. It was that rough. But now it's gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna get some sleep, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the last little jaunt home just from Orlando. Big deal. Well, good morning, guys. Whew, I actually got some sleep last night. That was, I'm not gonna say easy, but you know what? I got a rest. I got a solid 6 hours. And the Benadryl definitely really helped. And the tracks being smoother definitely helped. Usually, I'll wake up at, you know, little sounds. But man, I don't think I woke up once in all the stops we made. And we stopped at, I think, a dozen different stations on the way down. And the train blowing, the horn didn't wake me up. It was nice. Bed's okay. Don't expect anything comfy. If you've ever slept on one of those couches that convert into sleepers, same thing. You don't have a bar in the middle of your back, but it's a, you know, a pretty thin mattress. It's like the actual chair, so don't expect hotel quality. But the sheets were comfy. Didn't even need the blanket. It's nice and cool in here. You got your own AC. When you have your door shut, the room stays nice and cool. So pretty much everyone leaves their doors shut. Time for breakfast. It's about 7:30 and we're on schedule. Should be pulling into the station about 8:30. Breakfast closes at 8, so if you want it, get up there before then. And then the bike will be unloaded, like I said, after all the cars. So I've got a bit of a wait at the station. No big hurry once we get in. And I'll show you guys the unloading process of the cars and the bikes and see what we see. Never seen unloaded in Florida. I've only loaded there. So after that, it's back on the road and just quickly shooting home from Orlando. I'm not catching rush hour, thankfully. So I should be home probably by 1 o'clock at the latest. So we finally arrived. A little delay there at the end. This is Sanford Station. Man, stepping off the train, humidity hits you like a brick. It had been raining here. Cars offload first. It's going to be an hour, hour and a half or so before the bikes come off. They're all loaded on these sleds that you saw earlier, and they get put in just like a vehicle on the tracks. So they valet the cars off the ramps, and then they just pull up to the terminal there, and everybody gets their cars. All right, let's go home. Goodbye, Amtrak. That was a good ride. Whew, it's hot. 80 degrees and probably darn near 100% humidity. Oh man, thick. Need to get moving. I got used to the low humidity up there, I'll tell you what. There's parts I love about up north and parts I hate. Oh, sketchy, wet tracks. Yeah, that's always fun. Always take them perpendicular and coast. You can go down in a second on those things if you're at the wrong angle. So I'm showing 135 miles to home, and luckily I'm early enough in the day where I'm not going to run into rush hour traffic between Disney and Tampa, which is horrendous, as in miles of stop and go, many days. So I'm very thankful to be avoiding that. That would turn this into easily a 4-hour trip. Says I should be home by about 1 o'clock. I just got to stop for gas somewhere along the way. That's it. So the bike's getting a bath, a lot of lube. I'm going to check everything over. This thing has gotten absolutely soaked and caked with dirt. Oh, she almost ran right into that guy. Yeah, look both ways, honey. So I've also got some normal maintenance to do. It's due for a new air filter. I got that sitting in the garage. These tires are gone. The center tread pattern is gone in the rear. It's kind of squirrely feeling when it gets to this point. I do not routinely run my tires down to this point. About 500 miles ago, when I said I could start feeling it not turn quite as easily, that's when I changed my tires. I know a lot of guys will run them right down to the cords, literally seeing the steel. I think they're absolutely insane. They're just cheap bastards, that's all there is to it. Cost does not enter my equation with my motorcycle tires. When they're done, when they feel bad, certainly well before they're unsafe, I replace them, period. I don't care. I have a very expensive motorcycle hobby, and I'm not one of those, oh, I'm going to save $2 on an oil filter and get a Fram instead of OEM. It's so much cheaper, it saves you a lot of money. Yeah, you go ahead and believe that, buddy. She also gets an oil change as soon as we get back. I don't think this isn't the final gear change. I did that last time, so it'll probably be the next oil change after this. Other than that, doesn't need a thing. Runs like a top. You could just hop on this and go anywhere you want. Absolutely love the FJR. So, while I was gone, there was an article that came out about a new 2018 Kawasaki supposedly coming out. And they had a few of the specifications up there and a whole lot of speculation, but they had a computer rendered picture of it at least. And the big news is it's a 200 horsepower beast using a slightly retuned H2 supercharged 4-cylinder engine. That is awesome. I hate the looks of the bike. I would never buy one. It's got a big, to me, ugly exposed green trellis frame. I just don't like that trellis frame look. Same reason I don't like KTMs. I mean, I love the specs. I would love to love a Super Ducar 1290. I would, for the rideability, but I can't get over the looks. It does absolutely nothing for me. But other than that, no concrete features about the new Kawasaki or an exact release date. The rumored price, I saw one figure of 25 grand. So not exactly FJR competition, but then again, this top of the line FJR is pushing 19, so not too far off the mark. I-4, a welcome sight. Oh, come on. And Florida drivers. Oh well, it's good to be home. Even in the middle of the day, this is Orlando. This is mild compared to rush hour. Just gotta get through it. Sure wish we had lane splitting. That's one stark difference between up north and down here, is just the amount of people. Tons of people down here. Even compared to when I moved down almost 20 years ago. What a difference. Well, that was 5 miles of stop and go just because of rubbernecking. Because there was a car broke down on the side of the road and everyone was looking at it. That's it. No lanes closed, nothing going on. Just assholes. And now we're hitting Disney traffic. This is where all the exits start for the various theme parks. They're spread out over several miles. And it backs up about 10 miles worth in both directions. Home sweet home. Oh, still feel like I'm moving. That was a great trip. Let's take a look at the bike here. Oh my, she's dirty. Those pipes are just caked. They're not even shiny. Wow. Oh, so look at the tires here. No tread pattern left here. There's just a ghost image. You can start to feel it right here. Below the wear marks everywhere. Nothing left on the sides even, and it's all peeled up. Probably why it was getting so bumpy there at the end. Coming back from Orlando. Let's look at the front. Right at the wear bars here. Very wobbly, very unstable feeling. Both sides are tore up. That's a big reason why I'm anxious to try the new Road Techs. They're not supposed to wear like this. These are kind of unique to the PR4 GTs. Well, here comes the rain yet again. A fitting end. All in all, that was great. For those of you that have watched the whole series, thanks for joining me. Stick around. I got a whole lot of more stuff coming right up. See you next time.